It's in the game.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on!
Coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Skips away from pressure. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Out Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Benson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Oh, he's got some space. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Back's got it. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. The 50. The 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Fires toward the end zone. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. He couldn't. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's going for the goal line, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! It's a much-needed eye from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Got it again on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrender.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to...
Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Power football with the run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. Keeps looking downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give them the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense playing a bail technique. Moore to the air. Unleashes it. working on the right. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Philly starts. Lasso.
They'll They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone, this is where you got to be stout, forcing a 4th down. Now you're just saying, hey, you want to go for it? Bring it.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.